Mr. Costa.
Mr. Chairman, I welcome this conversation about really trying to develop a bipartisan effort to really discuss reforming the Endangered Species Act. Since it was enacted, times have changed. Climate models have obviously impacted species not only in this country but around the world. And let me just bring it home to let my own feelings be reflected. The drought conditions that we have faced in the San Joaquin Valley over the last 10 years have had a significant, devastating impact on farmers and the farm communities and farm workers in the entire San Joaquin Valley, some of the most richest productive land in the world. And yet we have noted climatologists and biologists like Peter Moyle at UC Davis that have indicated as a result of climate change that 80% of the native species in California could go extinct in the next 50 years. And so when you're trying to balance ESA issues, endangered species issues, in a law that was written over 40 years ago with the changes in science today, I think it really needs to be looked at. The constraints that are on our own water systems, not only in California but in the West, don't reflect the changes in ecosystems today. And the impacts on economies, whether it's in Southern California or the agriculture economy in the Valley. And I think it makes no sense. So I think it's a good time to, for Democrats and Republicans, Mr. Chairman, to revisit this and maybe hold hearings on the Endangered Species Act to determine whether or not today's realities to balance the needs of our environment, our ecosystems, and our economy really are reflected in the law. I do appreciate the rationale behind the gentleman's amendment, but unless the gentleman's willing to update it to include San Joaquin farmers and farm workers, in addition to Cajun, I urge my colleagues to oppose this measure.